So, our oldest dog, Hugo, is in failing health. He has been for quite some time. He has spinal degeneration, so his back legs don't work. He's in kidney failure very, very slowly. And so, a lot of our day revolves around his care and moving him around to where he needs to be, trying to get him to eat. He's losing a ton of weight. He looks like he's starving, even though we're getting him as much food as we possibly can. And a lot of times that logistics of getting him around involves this battle of wills, because he will be somewhere where he needs help and he doesn't recognize that he needs the help. And so, like this morning, this came up because I'm up first in the morning and it's my job to get him outside for his first trip outside and get his diaper changed from the overnight and get him in a new one for the day so he doesn't ruin the flooring in the house. And he's in this deep, comfortable, warm bed that clearly is one of his few joys in life at this point. And when it's time to get him out of it, he really, really doesn't like that. And even when he's decided it's okay to get out, he struggles because it's a deep bed, like it's a really comfortably deep bed, and he sinks into it. And that's what he likes about it. Like, he seeks that one out. We've tried substituting and he won't sleep in them. So when you go to get him, he will start trying to climb out, and then he's struggling. He's falling back into it. And in that moment, you want to help. But we've learned that if you intervene before he's ready, he will growl, he will snarl, he will bark, he will bite if you cross the line, as far as he's concerned. And so this morning I found myself standing there because in this conversation that we now have with him regularly, which is largely a conversation with ourselves, trying to determine when the line has been crossed and it's time to help. Because I said out loud, like, I know you need help, but I also know you don't want it. So when you're ready, let me know. And then I had to sit with that statement as a self-reflection thing, because it made me wonder how many places in my life I'm not just refusing to ask for help, but I'm refusing the very idea of help. That if somebody were to come in and offer, like insistently offer, that I would fight back metaphorically, whereas in Hugo's case it's literal, tooth and nail against the help being offered. And that led to reflection about how that reaction in his case is like it's his personality. But I know mine came from this soup of American individualism as a mythos and a cultural thing to stew in, but also a Dutch Protestant evangelical upbringing wherein things like basic human needs, like food and shelter, were things to be earned rather than things that you were entitled to by being a person. Nothing was a thing you were entitled to. And the closest thing to something that actually was in fact not earned is salvation. And that salvation is a thing that you are to be reminded that you got for free over and over and over again, and you damned well better be grateful for it. And I think it probably means that I spend, when I'm in these moments where I genuinely should be asking for help or I need help, that I'm full of the shame that I didn't earn that help, that I'm struggling with the guilt of asking because that will incur an obligation. And on some level, I think there's a fear that whatever that obligation is, that somebody will offer me help, and then what I will owe them is so great that it will be intolerable to pay back. And that struck me this morning as an echo of that whole salvation thing being eternal amortization of a debt I didn't ask for. And that's what the journaling was this morning. Not all of my journaling is going to make it into a video, but when it does, as I'm sitting in front of this typewriter, I might as well make a video right afterward, which is what just happened. So yeah, that was today's journal entry.